has who I don't know 100% for sure this to be a fact, but I feel it in my soul. This man has no other mission other than to advance the advancement of the black people.
Exactly.
So I stand behind him for the fact of saying, I'm going to go speak to whoever is in control to say, this is what I need for my people.
And Jazzy, think about it like this. You know, if we're gonna keep it all the way funky, if we're gonna keep it all the way hood, we're gonna keep it a buck. All right?
$1.10.
He could have just shut up. He could have just not said nothing.
Yep.
You know, we got a problem in amongst us in the black belt where when you're a celebrity, you damned if you do, damned if you don't. We want our celebrities to speak up because they represent us. But then when they do, we step on them, and who gave him the right, who made him the leader, and this, that, and the other.
To add to that too, they do that based off trends. You know what I mean? Because we have so many trend followers and not enough trend setters. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So when this went down with Cube, and they was, he a coon, he a sellout, this, that, and the third. Half of y'all, I'm gonna keep it real, because the phone calls and the emails and text messages I was getting, that you see that, I know you seen that, you be up. Let me tell you something. If you really think in your heart and believe that that's what he was doing, even with the message that he said, the statements, for me, I mean, I know they say common sense ain't always so common, but
no, it really is not.
Think about that for a second. The ones that we should be saying is cooning and doing all that, it's kind of like, we know they're a coon, but oh well, you know what I mean? But y'all want to give somebody who's been a positive enforcer, a trend setter in our community to do better for ourselves, to be a better people, to help ourselves. We can do it. Y'all want to say he a coon? When have y'all ever known? Honestly, ask yourself this: when have y'all ever known Cube to have heat in the industry like that?
Let's look at it like this.
None.
Nikki.
And he keeps himself out of the spotlight on purpose.
Exactly.
How do you skin and grin and coon and scratch where you don't itch with Ice Cube's eyebrows? That brother got some of the most menacing. I ain't playing with you. Eyebrows alone. The eyebrows alone. You know what I mean?
Tell me about
you ain't never seen it. And
he got the granddaddy eyebrows. Like, he got that eyebrow since he was in Friday.
Hey, but guess what? You know. Hey, he can put a mask on, and you be like, nah, that's
Ice Cube. That's Ice Cube right there.
Tell it all. Right.
I mean, this dude, when he was 15 years old, or between 15 and 17, he wrote a opening to a song that said, "Fuck the police coming straight from the underground." Listen, coming straight from the underground. A young ninja got it bad because I'm brown. Searching my car, looking for the product, thinking every ninja is selling narcotics. Say what you want to say. Yes, that's gangster rap, but it's gangster rap. It's conscious gangster rap with a message embedded into the gangster mannerisms.
Well, that's how I feel.
Teaching from day one.
Whenever I get ready to hit the lottery, or when I hit the lottery, and I have to tell my job, you know what? I got a nice Cube song for you. I really do. Are you guys ready?
Right.
And I'm going to do it right in the middle of a meeting.
Right
in the middle of one.
But he has some.
He has some bangers, yo.
Bangers.
You cannot not say he ain't had no bangers.
And consistent. Consistent.
But like you just said, Truck, he was conscious. He was a conscious rapper.
Yes.
And today, we need to pay more homage to the conscious rappers. We need to give more credit to those who have paved the way for us to be in positions to use our platforms. We are now starting to use our platforms and water them down in such a terrible, nasty way that they really don't mean anything. And I'm not telling you how to use your platform, but I would suggest that if you have a platform and you have a following, you got to remember that you are influential. Number one, you can say something that can technically not be a fact, and because you're influential and people believe you, they will take it and run with it. And that kind of stuff spreads like wildfire.
It absolutely does.
And we need to do more of that with our positive influencers, because I think a lot of times, because we want to be in. You know what I mean? We want to be trending. We want to keep up with what's going on. A lot of stuff we keep up with what's going on ain't even worth our energy. You know what I mean? Or even worth listening to. You know what I mean? So we got to be mindful of that.
Queens, check this out. You got some weak-kneed people out here calling this brother a coon, and they cooning for likes on
Thank
Instagram.
you.
They cooning for likes
Hashtag
on Facebook. We got people out there. We all know who they are. We on our social media platforms, and we go on. And every day, this person is saying something. It could be. Let's just put it like this. They could talk about. They just dropped a small nuclear device in Detroit. And this person will come on social media and act like that didn't just happen and completely be skinning and grinning, talking about the next joke simply just so they can get likes or whatever.
Yeah, right. It can be the
simply
next.
So they can get likes.
The next, what do you call it? The next trend.
Yeah, right.
Did you see how many likes I got on that?
How about to tie that into last week's episode? They don't want to pay attention to the fact that we are literally living in the last days.
Yeah,
which is what we all are kind of essentially fighting for. That's a lot of what Q was like fighting for. Look, when it comes down to our people, we already know how the tables are going to turn.
Exactly. So what can I do to help us?
Yeah. But I just want you to know, divinely, there's a divine order that says this is how it's going to go 100%, regardless of what you choose to put in your plan for us.
Hundo. And check this out, Jazz. Based on what you just said, Q came up with a contract for Black America. I'm not going to go into every dot, point, and tittle of the contract.
Because we know you research.
But what I will suggest is go read the contract for Black America.
I'm going to read it.
And if in fact you are Black, if you are Black.
So what you saying?
No,
not
you.
Like
if you go read.
See, that's the problem I have with
Speaking of that, right.
Hold on, let me get.
My bad.
Nikki just said. Let me say.
My bad. Go back to your point.
These two sisters are gorgeous. They represent the different shades of blackness.
Thank you.
They beautiful and
truck.
Hey, it's a privilege for me to be here on the show. I'm honored. But back to what I was saying, in that contract, if you are in fact a Black person and you read this contract and you come away with it that this brother's a coon, you really need to check your coon barometer. Go look yourself in the mirror. Because here's something that I'm piggybacking off of what, and I hate the term piggyback, but we're going to use it anyway. Something that Jazz was alluding to. We need them receipts, y'all. The time is running out. Time is short. When we have a SHTF, that's acronym prepper talk for when shit hits the fan. When it hit the fan, do we as a community, as a people, let's keep it 100, do we think that our enemies, that people that don't like us, that have shown us for an abusive relationship for 400 years. That do we think that these people are going to be the people that's going to say, "Hey, I know you're hungry, your kids are starving,
and here, stay on our farm.
Here, come on over here, got some shelter for you." We need these receipts right now. We need these tangibles right now. Not I get back to you in another 4 years, or I talk to you after the election.
And then we'll talk to you.
Give me an office, and then we'll talk to you. We need it right now. The time is extremely serious. Extremely serious.
Yeah, right. I agree
with you. And I think that, again, we need to really, really, really pay attention to, what's happening right now, especially in a Black community. You know what I mean? And we don't really have too many people that's willing to publicly, especially in the entertainment world, you know what I mean? That's willing to publicly stand up for us and say, listen, this is what Black America needs. This is some of the things that we would like to discuss prior to you becoming, the official whatever. You get what I'm saying? You get placed in office. He came before any of that to make sure that, okay, well, I'm going to need all this in writing. But, typical people shut it down and again, added the negative on top of what he was trying to do in a real positive way.
A lot of our skin folk ain't kinfolk.
That's true. And we're all still waking up, too. I think that a lot of people we talk about woke, waking up, all this synonymous, watered down BS. But a lot of people are waking into who they really are.
Right.
Who they were really brought here to be and what their divine purpose is. So just pay respect to the people who already know better.
Let them smell their roses.
Stop hating.
Let them smell their roses.
Let them smell their roses while they're here, and just be thankful for a young leader. Be thankful for a leader that you can relate to. How many people are in a political stature that you do not relate to. This man, these people are relatable. I appreciate. Thank you, Ice Cube, for what you've done, for who you are, for all your contributions to just our excellence.
Our excellence. Like even when you think about like his movies and stuff, like I was doing some research with someone and we found that Ice Cube write movies to make you laugh. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
To
make you laugh. Why do he do that though? Because laughter brings so much joy, even though it's
so healthy.
Yeah, it's healthy, even though it's realistic. Yep. You get what I'm saying? Like it's literally you got the Smokies literally running from the big worms. You know what I mean? In the community, we do have that
on the side of the house.
Funny. You get what I'm saying? So you're not looking at something in such a oh my God, here we go again. Oh my God, you know what I mean? And all
the
this
same things happen.
And, like
you know what you just pointed out? It's not that nothing happened bad in their day. He did not highlight the bad.
Right.
He did not make that the highlight of his films and his pictures. He made not the bad person the overcomer of the movie. He made the underdog, like, oh yeah, that's what we going for. Happens to be Ice Cube. Thank you. Ups to Ice Cube for beating up Devo. But
and showing us that it's okay to stand. But see, that was a powerful message because I think when you extract what he was saying, we don't always have to kill our brother. Even though we're not getting along, we don't have to, I don't have to shoot you.
Ooh, I love that.
You get what I'm saying?
And they don't know how to come from the shoulders no more anyway.
Yes, I said it. Rest in peace.
It's part of being a man.
You lose some. He taught us that.
Fight another day.
I know he taught my generation. I think it kind of faded out after that.
If you watch that shit religiously, you learn that.
You learn. Mm-hmm. He said, "I'm not gonna kill you, but I'm a damn show." Okay,
that's one of the powerful things about the brothers is coming from the block, coming from the set. And when I talk about the set and the block, if y'all notice, I keep mentioning Compton, Watts, South Central, Long Beach. Yes, these are different cities and different. They all connected, but it's one hood.
Yeah, it
and the reason why my name is Truck is because I drive trucks, semi trucks. I'm extremely relatable. I'm on the ground. I done been in every major urban center in the country, and let me tell y'all, the hood is connected more than y'all think. From Compton to Brooklyn to Detroit down to the H-Town, the culture is
just
one.
To name a few.
The culture is one. And what I love about another thing that I love about Brother Cube is I literally, and I don't want to really go there, but I gotta say, I literally gangbanged. I literally banged. I literally sold.
Hey, this is all about telling who you are because this is your personality. That's what we got the show for.
All of the trepidations that the hood bring.
The trepidations.
With the exception,
I like that.
With the exception of pimping, and I never stole nobody. That's kidnapping. And I definitely didn't pimp no women because I ain't never been in. I don't believe in that mistreating females. You know what I mean?
But what if you stole a dude? Like
that's different. You know what I mean? But I can say I never stole nobody. But I say that to say this: there's sometimes me and Nikki J was having a conversation, not even 24 to 48 hours ago, and we were talking about our families. I come from a humongous family. Nikki comes from a humongous family.
So they say.
Jazz comes from a humongous family.
Right.
And here's the thing. Sometimes amongst our family, there are specific ones in our family that are different. They moved. They the same as us. They like they greens with some vinegar in them.
Some hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
I turned you out. So
they the
whatever.
same, but they move a little bit
without
differently.
the hog mugs.
And we completely miss those individuals. So what am I alluding to? We got the Kendrick Lamars, the Ice Cubes, that they from the block. But they were so strong that they didn't actually get involved in the gangbang stuff. It takes strength to grow up out of Compton, Watts, South Central, and literally not gangbang. It is not easy to do.
That makes me feel special too because like Jazzy and I and Truck, we came from those inner city community and
same streets.
And this is not to say that. To speak bad about our family members or something, but some of them are still there. Yeah. You know what I mean? They couldn't see beyond,
They're in a negative way.
Yeah, they're in a negative way. They're in a negative way. But they couldn't see beyond that environment. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, hey, just, you're better if you leave the environment. But what I am saying is, if you're going to be there, do something positive while you're there. You know what I mean? Don't just be there just to be there.
Tiffany Haddish, she still live in the hood. Tiffany Haddish says she is not getting rid of her house.
Take your drug money and buy the neighborhood.
Yes.
That's how you rent it.
Exactly. You know what's funny? You just mentioned something about the greens and vinegar. And again, learning moment. He said, and Today Was a Good Day, Mama cooked the breakfast with no hog.